Hank. I rescued my border collie, Hank, yes, like the cow dog, when he was about 7 months old. He was so terrified when I first got him that he spent much of his first year on his belly with his ears down and his tail tucked, terrified of everything. He was not socialized to humans or animals and didn't know how to play. I had to teach him the down prance that dogs use to communicate. Let's play. Shortly after I moved to Austin, I decided to take him kayaking for the first time. So many things still scared him that I wasn't certain how he would do on the wobbly kayak. I was fully prepared to be flipped and dunked. But he jumped right on the boat and settled in like he knew exactly what he was doing. At first, we floated around in the shallow area so I could be sure he was okay to go in the deeper main river. Before long, we came across a family swimming in the clear waters just below the dam at Barton Springs, a famous natural swimming hole in my beloved Austin. The youngest girl wanted to pet Hank, so her mother held her up to him so the 5-year-old could reach him from his nest on the front of the kayak. Now, Hank is affectionate, but I had never seen him respond as he did. First, he licked the little girl a few times on the nose. Then he stretched as far as he could off of the boat to make contact with the mother. He covered her surprised face with gentle kisses. I watched him continue to kiss her and said, "Wow, Hank," and was about to call him off because you would have thought she had Alpo smeared all over her face the way he was licking her. But before I could say anything else, I realized the mom had big tears in her eyes, and I saw that she had plenty of room to back up if he was bothering her, so I waited. She took a deep breath, and when she could speak through the tears blending into the rivulets of river streaming down her body, said quietly, "Our dog died this morning, and he must sense it. Thank you, Hank. Thank you." I just kept quiet and let him do the ministering as he and the woman loved on each other. She hugged him and stroked his soft ears. He collected her tears, giving them a place to be held. When we eventually said our goodbyes, the woman let out a deep breath that seemed both a bit of resignation and relief in the midst of her tears. As Hank and I paddled away into deeper waters, I had to wonder if dogs can be so completely open and sensitive enough to notice the pain of others. Why can't we? Hank has no letters behind his name, no chaplaincy or social work training to speak of, and yet he did far more than I ever could. And that's because he saw her pain and was with her in it. He offered no existential discourse about the nature and meaning of suffering, and even better, no worn-out cliches or theologizing words such as, "He's in a better place." He was just with her. It was that simple. He offered whatever love he could, and it was more than enough. May we remember to be open to the tender places in those around us, and use whatever simple gifts we have to offer them a moment of peace. I promise you, it may not feel sufficient since we want to fix it and make it all better, but it truly is more than enough.